Well, it's the evening of Friday, November the 26th, 2013, and we're finally out here getting ready to go turkey hunting. It's third season right now here in Wisconsin. I got third season this year. I was lucky enough to get the good season since it's been pretty cold and wet so far. Today was like in the 60s. Well, it's supposed to be in the 60s all weekend. Sunny, no, not supposed to be windy, and it's about perfect conditions. So we're gonna try and get some birds to gobble out here tonight. We're probably gonna go up where we usually go in the morning, and we've had some good success there in the past. So we'll go up there in the morning and set up B-Mobile and see what happens. So we're gonna try and get them to gobble right now. Well, the birds where we usually go do not gobble at all. Scott saw one out there earlier strutting with one hen, so we'll probably go up there in the morning where I shot mine fifth season last year and he shot his first season. We did go up on the other hill and had two birds gobbling like crazy to our owl calls. So if it doesn't pan out up there where we originally go, we'll go up where we already have our blind set up on the other hill. So see you in the morning. Well, it's now the morning of April 27th, 2013, and these turkeys weren't where they're supposed to be, so we kind of had to reset them. Our blind and our decoys, and it's not a very good setup right now. They're gobbling, but they're back behind where we expected them to be, and I don't know what's going to happen. Not very confident right now, so we'll see what happens. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock right now, and still haven't seen any turkeys. They were all roosted over behind us, and they flew down into the bottom and set up on the ridge like they are supposed to do. Heard probably 3 or 4 times gobbling along with some jigs, but yeah, they just haven't came over. They haven't gobbled now for probably close to a half hour. So I might try and see where they're at and then make a move from there. Well, it's about 8 o'clock. We didn't see any turkeys. So we're gonna relocate. We tried doing some locator calls here and they're still not gobbling. So we're gonna go up where we roosted those 2 birds last night, where we probably should have went to start with, but we're gonna go see if we can get them to gobble. And if they don't gobble, then I don't know what we're gonna do. So keep you in the loop. Well, it's about 10 o'clock now, and we decided to come up here up down our other hill, up on this ridge. We had our blind set up here, and it blew over in the wind, so we had to set it back up. Lost a couple stakes, like always. We drove around, and we saw one tom strutting in all the fields, and that was all we saw. So, not sure where they're at today, but I'm gonna give it a go out here. That's where these 2 were gobbling last night, so let's see if we'll get them to come in. Well, it's almost 11:30. We had that big tom, which was actually a bearded hen, come in about, 20 minutes after we were here. Called it right in. Professional caller here. Otherwise, we haven't seen any turkeys, so we're gonna probably call it a morning. We got some scouting reports from our neighbors while we were sitting here, so probably gonna go out on a field this afternoon, alfalfa field, go hunt back there, throw up our blind, and see if we can get something to come in. We've been seeing about 5 or 6 out there with a couple strutters, so try and get one of those big birds this afternoon. Well, it's now the afternoon of April 27th, 2013. This afternoon we rode around the back 40 field turkey hunting. We've been seeing some turkeys out here. Struck a couple times been out here. So last night we saw a top 9 out here. So we decided to come back here tonight. There's some alfalfa a little bit starting to green up, and there's a cut cornfield. So we'll see if any tops come out. We got Pete Mobile out there with a hen. So we'll see what happens. Well, it's about 6:30 right now. We had that lone head come in about, 45 minutes ago or an hour ago. And that's been it. So, yeah, pretty exciting stuff. We don't know what a top looks like, so maybe one will come in, but probably not. I mean, I'm starting some aggressive calling back, and nothing's working, so we'll see what happens. Well, folks, it's about 7 o'clock, and we haven't seen any more turkeys, so we're gonna get out of this spot and go drive around, try and find some birds, maybe strike up a hot one. Probably not strike up one up, but try and find where to go in the morning. So, pretty good evening. Well, it's Sunday, April 28th, 2013, and we set up here on this ridge this morning where we were yesterday about mid-morning. We're literally surrounded by turkeys. We had at least 6 toms around us. 2 to our left, 2 to our right, and 2 back behind us. The 2 to our left gobbled like crazy, flew the other way like we expected them to. 2 to our right, we didn't even think would be there. There's been turkeys there for 5-10 years probably. But those 2 flew down, and the one gobbled in the woods by himself for quite a while. And then eventually there was a couple hens out in the field. We saw them for a little bit. And then after about, half hour, 45 minutes of calling, the 2 toms finally stepped down in the field about 200 to 250 yards away. And they started running, so we thought we spooked them or something, but apparently there were more hens on the southern end of the field. So they went down to those hens, and we haven't seen them since. They gobbled about 3 or 4 times on their own, and I called and they answered right back a couple times. But now we haven't seen them. It's about 7:25 right now. So now we're not really sure what we're gonna do. So, I guess we gotta decide.